What's up, bitch? Pause. All right. What's up, bitches? Testing. All right, man. I look weird as fuck recording myself, but I don't care what anybody else says. Okay, whatever. I'm so excited. I am excited. I'm beyond excited. I love life. I love how everything's just working out. You know, my circle is so tiny. The joy is bigger. You know, I'm sorry if anybody out there feels offended because I kind of separated myself from anybody. But I am excited because I'm doing things for my kids' future, my goals, my ideas, my soul. I got this deal going on. I'm working on it. I was kind of like in the tip side of should I do it, should I not? But I'm doing it, and I'm not gonna look back. I am studying more than ever. Audio. There's some reading. There's reading is important. Writing is important, but saying it to an app like this, Google, write this shit down for me. Shit like that. It's a more better tool for me rather than write the shit down, because my handwriting, if anybody knows me, it's ugly. It's fugly. There you go. That's fucking ugly. There you go. It's fugly. But if I'm here writing on my notes, on the memos from Android, I've been doing this shit all week, and I've been developing my own ideas and my own things, and studying a lot. Gary Vee, I discovered this dude maybe 3 weeks ago, and his passion towards helping others and giving advice. This dude is traveling. He overscheduled himself. London, California, all the way to Florida, Texas. Hopefully Texas. If I spot that nigga here, I'm gonna say take a picture with me. That's the type of guy that he is. You stop him, you ask him a question, $100,000 question. He'll just blur it out and say, "This is what you gotta do." People pay thousands of dollars to get mentorship on business, and this dude is giving that shit for free. I'm following him on his YouTube, and he does videos on an everyday basis. Tai Lopez, he's starting to do it now. He has his team following him right now. He's in a farm where he's buying land and shit, and he's giving advices, and I'm following it. And guess what? All this knowledge that they acquired from years of studying, I'm having that shit for free. And anybody out there, you should do that. Because, like, for example, Think and Grow Rich is by Napoleon Hill. He did a 25-year study to write one book, and to have the knowledge to write many other ones, and to make a successful life to himself. He put that in the book to where it's everybody to see. I have the book. I went through the audio. Now I'm reading it, and every time I read it, I actually have to stop and concentrate on what I just read, because it's so massive. And I caught that whenever I heard it in the audio book. But now that I read it, now that I read it, I have to stop myself and analyze. Like, chapter 1 talks about being persistent and having that thirst. That it talks about how being a foot away from gold, and that's a perfect example of a lot of people quitting right before they found gold. You know, foot away, 2 foot away, whatever, feet. But the main reason why I'm doing this vlog, which I'm not a big fan of, you know, likes and all this other shit. I do it more for myself, you know, like I can go back and say, look, you know, this is kind of cool what you did, what I did here. You know, I'm speaking to a camera, whatnot. Snapchat is awesome. It's just really dope. Look at this nigga. But whatever. Am I going off-road? Ni madres. Last time I went there, I got a fucking nail. Fuck that. Whatever. But the main reason why I'm doing this video is because I was so hyped up, and I stopped after this happened. I was like, thank you, Lord. And I felt energy all through my body. And it's not the first time this happens. What happened? Well, there's a businessman. He has a towing company, and he works. His service is really close in a weekly basis to where what I do. And I see his employees, I see his equipment, I see his problems, I hear from his employees, and I had a conversation with him. Hey, how's business? Oh man, it's just one thing after the other. And I was like, stop right there. One thing after the other. You keep saying is one thing after the other, and guess what? That's exactly what happens. You get one thing after the other. It's called law of attraction. I'm studying it, and it takes a whole lifetime to really acknowledge and understand this law. But it's common sense if you're saying this shit's gonna happen, bad shit's gonna happen, and guess what? It's gonna happen. And so on, so on. I gave them 20 minutes of lecturing, and me just running in my mouth like I'm doing it right now, blah, 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 blah. And the whole time he's like, yeah, man, thank you, yeah. You know, and to me, that fulfills me. That's like someone giving me $100,000 check and says, here's fucking $100,000. That's the same feeling I have whenever he tells me, you know what, thank you for your advice. This man is on his 40s, and he's been doing business for, I don't know, 25 years. And he's listening to a 25-year-old that's barely into the business for about 15 years or whatever. 10 years. Yeah, 10 years. My math is a little off. I have 5 fingers, right? Whatever. But he was listening to me. And I learned that I have, I don't want to sound too cocky, but I have a gift. And I have a gift of giving. Giving advice, giving, even so, financially, I have helped a lot of people. Have they helped me back? No, but that's how it works. You got to do without expecting for anybody else to give you anything back. It's just the way of, even Jesus. Jesus is the main one that said, you know what? This is how you're supposed to live. You give, you love, you respect, you move on. You don't expect nothing back. I expect back. I expect respect. Huh? It kind of rhymes there. Hold on. Back to what I was saying. Do you always get it back? Respect? No. I learned that no matter how much good things you do for an individual, they're always gonna turn around, either yappity yap talk behind your back, or literally say it down to your face. You're a fucking dumbass, blah, 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 blah. I mean, I've been through all the roads. I really have been. That's why I'm so thankful. Right now, my circle is my kids, my family, my girlfriend, and myself, and God. I have God-given talents just like anybody else out there. God-given talents of speaking the word, or helping a brother out, or staying on a positive state of mind, or no judgment, keeping the negatives. Nobody's perfect, trust me. I sin on a daily basis when it comes down to with the IA, what I'm saying, whatever, or judging someone, or even little white lie or dark lie, whatever. But no one's perfect. So back to my subject, I helped this dude out, and it's not the first time. Like I said, it's not the first time, because I have catched people giving those hints of help. They don't do it consciously, but subconsciously, the actions that they do, they're crying for help. And once you start helping someone out, giving them advice, or hey, you know what, I went through a similar situation, or even not, and hey, I read a book that talks about this, and I saw a video, I saw a mentor doing this, and trust me, having the knowledge to help someone out is like fixing their life. Like, I'm serious. There's numbers of people that I know, and I talk to, not on a daily basis, but, and there's some that I do, that they know that I can help them out, with advice, even personal to professional, economical, so on and so on. Even females. I have this good friend of mine. She went through really rough, bad, just bad time. At the same time, I was going through my biggest emotional distress. And now she's doing great. And she tells me, man, Freddie, thank you. Your advice really do help. And calls me up. What do I do? I just got pulled over. Oh my goodness, this and this and that. Or I just got into a wreck, etc. It's not to chill the fuck out. It's life. Life happens. Life happens. Life is beautiful and ugly at the same time. So life happens. But I'm gonna end this video already because it's already at 10 minutes. I don't want to hear me fucking blah 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 blah. Word of advice: help others. Help others. Of course, everybody says help others. No, really, not necessarily donate to a charity or not necessarily go out there and give $10 to a homeless. Which is not a bad thing to do, depending on who if you can study the character of the homeless. Someone where you're like, motherfucker, you are younger than me, or you can get trashed to work, or some, being honest, I need a beer. I've been through some shit, I need a fucking beer. Here's 50 cents, here's $1. I give homeless $20 that more than one time, and because I like to hear the story. I study a dude. Why are you homeless? Because this and this and this, or I was in drugs. Just 2 weeks ago, as a matter of fact, 2 weeks ago, I stood for 30 minutes outside of Shell, right there on Seminary and 35. 30 minutes talking to this homeless man. 41 years old? No, he's not. He's not even in his 40s because he was 35. My memory's a little iffy. But 30 minutes, and I know it's 30 minutes because I was typing, texting, and it was Snapchat, and I checked, and it was whatever. But it was 30 minutes. I lectured for him for 20 minutes. And for the rest of the 10 minutes, he was telling me, his story in another lecture. And I stood there for another 2 minutes to a minute and a half just praying with this guy. That's how you help people. Really. Taking the time to acknowledge their needs and their doubts, because nobody that has ever succeeded or has gotten out of the problem has ever done it by himself. Nobody. Not the richest man in the world, not the most homeless man in the world, not the smartest, not the dumbest. Nobody does anything alone. And if you think I'm wrong, look at people nowadays. It takes hundreds of fucking dudes to run one decision in Congress. Like, niggas. So yeah, nobody can do anything alone. Nothing. A business, nothing. Nothing. And if I'm wrong, well, I'm wrong. But I strongly believe that nobody can do anything alone. And a lot of people are out there alone. Oh, I got a phone call. Let me pause this. Pause it.